Welcome to another Beast and Buddy community episode. Today we're joined by our homie Isaac for a fresh perspective. In this episode we cover sneaking out of your parents' house to go rage at a DJ set, ruining prom, supposedly, how to turn a boring life into an exciting one, and breaking the endless loop of the 9-to-5 grind. Let's go. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Beast and Buddy podcast. My name is Enrique.
My name's Amadeo. And
Isaac.
there we go. Welcome to another episode.
We're joined today by our boy Isaac from the Good Friends podcast. He was a previous guest. Check out that episode. We'll have it linked right here. Anyway, so this is a community episode. Y'all already know how it goes. We find real life stories from the internet. We read them. We react to them. And if there's some advice to be given, we'll think about that. What would we do if we were in those shoes? So as always, if you have a story and you want to send to us, shoot us an email, shoot us a DM. We want to hear from you. We always want to hear from you. So
Awesome. Let's get into it. First story.
So we do it.
I'm in, bro. Let's ride.
Dude, I'm really excited about this batch. Like,
Let's do it.
these are gonna hit, man.
Got some goodies in there.
Okay, so here's the first one. Sneaking out from my parents' house to go to a DJ set.
Sneaking out. Okay.
As always, I'll read these in the first person. I'm an adult.
That's it. What else you
I was
got?
thinking like high school.
Yeah, no, actually.
Hey, yeah, this economy, bro.
Yeah.
What are they sneaking out? Okay, let's hear it.
I'm an adult, 20, female. However, my parents are extremely conservative and strict, and I've gotten into so many fights about going to regular concerts because I listen to non-Christian music, and I'm contaminating myself. However, a DJ set in the middle of a week after 9 p.m. is 9 p.m. From 9 p.m. to super late is completely different. However, it's my favorite artist at the moment. All that I'm overthinking right now is the precautions of going alone and no one knowing anything about me. So, yeah. What do I do?
Going alone and no one knowing anything about them?
So I guess what they're trying to say is, like, are they not telling anybody?
Oh, I guess they
So
don't want.
is it completely
So
they don't want anybody to snitch on them?
Yeah, it sounds like they don't want anyone to know they're a fan of this person.
Do you think it's that serious?
I thought no, never. From what I was hearing, I thought it was like I don't want
My parents.
specifically my parents.
Right.
I mean, the thing that's getting me right now is like it's happening from 9 p.m. to super late.
Yeah, what's
like
super
what's
late?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
What's this
is super late like 11 p.m. Like, you know what I mean?
It's like 11:30.
Yeah, it's like, or is it like one of those things where it's like going all night, like
That's true,
like
that's
3
true.
a.m., 4 a.m. You
Yeah.
know, like crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
like sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
regardless, I think it's kind of crazy being 20 years old.
I mean,
and you know, kind of having those restrictions.
it is a DJ set. Sometimes DJs, they don't perform alone. Sometimes they come with like some groups. There might be like an opener, a closer, multiple acts. But like, I don't know if that's that kind of setup. So it could be just a specific concert. But like, is it like, because here in LA they have those underground raves. Where it's like you can go see a DJ set somewhere downtown, like in an abandoned warehouse or something.
Right.
And that goes until like 3 or 4 in the morning. Sometimes even until the sun rises, depending on the event. Okay, so if you're asking for practical advice as to how to sneak out,
I'm thinking like full disguise, like mustache, big nose, a wig,
the trench coat.
Yeah,
trench coat, all of it.
The pillow stuffed in your bed. To make it look like you're like
Exactly.
sleeping.
What is it, like the fake glasses with the big ass nose and the
Right.
The toothpaste sort of thing, whatever. The hair.
No, but okay. Honestly, I would just go ahead and accept the consequences. Like, okay, like what's the worst that might happen to me? And that's a potential grounding. Maybe I lose, certain privileges that I enjoy. Like, if you're gonna go ahead and make this decision, your parents are really strict. But also, like, we've had this conversation before.
I was about to
We've
say
had
we
this
had an
conversation
earlier
before.
similar story.
Where it's just like, okay, this is a grown person over the age of 18 living in the parents' house who still was like, I can't break the rules here. I'm under my parents' roof.
That's my biggest thing too. Is like 20 is like, man, you're an adult.
It's like-
Like she said, she is an adult.
Yeah,
But
if you can get drafted for the war and vote for the president,
You should be able to
You should
go to a
be able
DJ
to
set.
go do a DJ set for at least a little bit.
and be there until super late.
I mean, I would just go ahead and make the mature decision by, telling people. It's like, even if you don't want to tell your parents, if that's like out of the question, or like, okay, like done, like you're not gonna be convinced. I'm not telling my parents. Period. Okay, fine. Tell somebody.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to a concert, to a place that seems like that feeling in your guts telling you something, you should always like share your location with
For
someone.
sure.
Let them know where you're gonna be, and hey, if I don't check in with you at this time,
Yeah.
this or that, you know.
Was it implied that this person had friends, right? Or no?
They're going
Because it's
alone,
like,
right?
I hope.
and well, the thing about it is like, I would hope that she would reach out to someone like you were saying, or like make it known. That's kind of interesting.
I just feel like sometimes when you're in such a strict environment, you do tend to overthink it, and you might even like gloss over simple details like that. Oh, I got a couple
Yeah.
friends that I should reach out to. Like maybe you think like I need to keep this as secret as possible. Therefore, your friends might not even enter.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is
the
also
consciousness.
kind of crazy because it's like, bro, if you can't tell your friends, then are you afraid like or are you afraid that your friends are gonna tell your parents or something like that? Like that's wild, right? I don't know what
Mhm.
those
That's what I was thinking. Like,
implications are.
like, is someone gonna snitch on you?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Sound the alarm.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That might not be the case.
I'm just trying to think in terms of like general practical advice to this, where
I mean, I feel like safety is the most practical.
right.
But like, I'm not gonna give any like tips on sneaking out.
No, but I'm just trying to think like okay, overall,
like jump out your window at this time.
overall, sneaking away has like a negative feeling about it.
Yeah.
For what they're doing, I don't necessarily think it's like the bad way. Like I think they should, sneak out. I think really the real question, which this isn't what the question is, or what we're getting to, is the relationship with the parents, where they have to sneak around for their interests and what they're trying to do. But
As an adult.
yeah, as an adult,
right.
exactly.
Yeah. I think another thing that I'm getting from this is like a DJ set, like the way this person described it is like, it doesn't seem like kind of like you said, like a regulated thing where it's like a whole like concert setup, like safety. It kind of, from what I'm hearing and like what I'm getting from this is like, this is kind of like an underground thing where like it could possibly be like dangerous, like you don't know people, like that's what I'm getting at.
As possible, yeah, like an impromptu show.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe
Like
they like
crazy.
shout it out on social media.
Yes.
Yeah, like you don't know who's gonna show
Yeah,
up.
so-
They probably don't have security. There might be drugs being passed around.
Yeah, exactly.
There might be
So-
alcohol.
What do y'all have any sneaking out stories?
Not me specifically. I was never really.
Nah, neither.
Well, my parents.
All right, I
didn't
guess
really
I will be
care.
the
Yeah.
one then.
They weren't strict like that. They were just
That's
kind of
true.
like disappointed. But anytime I come home late, they'd be like, "Bro, for real?" I'd be like, "Yeah, my bad, bro."
Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, they weren't. They were never like enforcing stuff like that. But,
Well, that's nice. Look, let's hear yours then.
No, I'm just trying to make it.
Make it
I'm trying to
dramatic. Make it dramatic, huh?
No. I just feel like a lot of it's like more entangled with, like ditching and like other type of things of sneaking out.
We're talking about like your parents' house.
No. I know.
In the middle of the night.
I don't think I ever like snuck out in the middle of the night for something.
That hasn't been my thing, but I've heard of people who have done that.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you a funny story about Diego and what happened with him.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's hear Diego.
So Diego is also another friend of ours who was
Yeah.
also on the podcast
My
previous
boy.
episodes. We'll link that,
Yeah,
like we said here.
my boy, man. So
Shout out Diego.
Shout out Diego. So here's a funny story about Diego and his sneaking out stories. He would always, his parents were they're very strict, and he had like he was on the second story of his childhood home. Classic. And it was like out the window, the garage. It was like one of those, what do you call it? Kind of like it was on top of the garage where you would just you would trot down a little bit and then just jump down. It was like what is that? 10 feet, maybe 8 feet drop or whatever. Okay. Anyway, it was so funny. We would always convince him to sneak out all the time, and he would love it. He wants to hang out with his friends because his bedtime at the time was like, or bedtime I should say, but his like curfew bedtime. That's crazy. Was like 10 p.m.
Getting tucked in
high school. And I'm like, that's crazy for like a weekend
Dude.
too. I'm like, bro, we'd be out till like 1 a.m. So we'd pick him up. He would jump down, which wasn't the issue. It was getting back up. And so one time, he's like, every time we would drop him back off after snuck out, he'd be like, "Can you guys help me? Like, get up, And we would help him, because he's like, I mean, it's not that big of a jump, honestly.
Yeah,
It's like he could pull himself up. It's not hard.
Can you help me?
Yeah, but he would always ask. just for help. And we were just being the worst friends. At one
Well,
time we
that's what we
said,
do. Oh, you said nah.
we said, nah, bro. We
My
skirted off.
arms
We get a text later, like an hour and a half later, 2 hours. Like, I hate you guys. My mom found out. And I got grounded. Dude.
That's hilarious.
It's because like when he tried to get back up on his own, he was making noise because he didn't have help. Like he was kind of struggling. And
He
like,
kept like
yeah,
putting his
like,
foot up on the wrong spot.
Exactly, like kicking the wall, and like his mom was just right there waiting for him. All right, Pete,
Just watching him struggle.
Because that's what I was going to talk about earlier. Like, what are the consequences of doing this thing? It's also like you're 20 years old, but here we go once again. Like, let me know what you think about this because we had this conversation before.
Okay.
I argue that as long as you're under your parents' roof and you're still relatively close to the age that you were when they did have all this control over you, they're still going to exert some sort of control over you.
Yeah,
and it's going to be pretty hard to get rid of that boundary, that barrier.
For sure.
You know, at this time. So I feel like if you really want to make a change, then you should probably consider switching your situation.
I think that's fair to say because 20 is still pretty young. I will say 20 is still pretty young. You know,
Yeah.
Graduating 2 years before that, I would say from high school. And so, but I do think it's kind of. I think the way this person describes it, it's pretty extensive as far as like circumstances go, and like her punishment, very conservative. She said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Okay. Well,
I mean,
general advice is like just go do it, bro. Like
just do it. Do it for the plot.
You only live once, man.
do it for the story.
This is your favorite artist, man. Just go and have fun.
Yeah.
You know, like I do it.
Have fun and be safe. Don't do anything that, you know.
I would say be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
Just be safe. Tell people where you're going.
For sure.
Don't accept anything from strangers. And then, yeah, don't tell anybody where you live, where you're going, or anything like that.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go. Just never know.
Keep it
man.
chill. But yeah, keep your location on for your closest trusted friends. Just tell somebody where you're going, you know. If you have siblings, tell them. But make sure that you have a good relationship with your sibling. You know, maybe it's not like your little sibling. Be like, yeah.
Maybe like leave a note for your parents, but like
In case
it's
of
just
emergencies.
in case of emergencies. But like you know, you get back, take that note back.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next story.
Hope you have a good time. All right, here we go with the next one. Oh, man. My friend said I ruined prom, refused to explain, and insulted me. Should I still hear her out when I get back or no?
Oh wow, so they're writing this at prom, is what it sounds like.
Either they're right, I don't know, maybe they left somewhere.
Interesting. Okay.
Let's find out. Let's find out. So I have a friend. I'll call her A. And out of nowhere at like 12:15 in the morning, she texts me saying her and another girl are not pleased with me. No explanation. Nothing.
That's a wild text to get.
Yeah.
Not pleased.
I'm not pleased.
I'm not pleased with you.
We're not pleased. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, huh? So I text back, wait, why? Because I genuinely don't know what she's talking about. No response. I even called her and the other girl a couple times because I know she's usually up around that time. Still nothing.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, like an hour and 30 minutes, I assume is their response. Silence. That's the response. So I blocked them both.
Bro.
Well, let me respond back.
That's crazy.
Well, this is my response.
Okay.
That's good, man.
Later on, she texted me on iMessages saying that I'm immature and I should have talked to her. But I literally tried to ask what was wrong and I got ignored. I told her how it felt when she said pleased. I told her I had no one to please. I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about? Because I genuinely don't know. Nobody has actually told me what I supposedly did. Then she sends me a voice message basically saying I was weird for how I reacted.
Mm-hmm.
That I ruined prom for the whole group. And I quote, when you come back, I'll get on your back. And that just keeps insulting me. And then she's asking, can someone please tell me if this is a threat? She's from New Jersey, and I don't know if that's how y'all rock.
What is this? What is this?
Dude, this is a spiral, bro.
What?
She's afraid of someone from New Jersey,
This
bro.
is shocking.
Crazy.
Okay, well.
Yo, how did they be moving out there? Okay, hold on. Let me finish this
Oh
out.
my god.
Like, not only are you not explaining anything to me, but now you're insulting me and bringing other people into it. I feel like I tried to communicate and I got dismissed, and then I was insulted. Now I'm being made out to be the problem. So I just want some real advice. Should I still hear her out? when I get back to school, I guess, or should I not? Bro,
We still don't know what they did at prom, right?
no.
I think this person, whoever's writing it, needs to like kind of like go like back to what they were doing the entire night and be like, could this have been like something that, you know what I mean? Kind of like run it back and be in your head and be like, what was I doing specifically?
It's like, did you talk to somebody that maybe you shouldn't have? Did you wear something you shouldn't have? I don't understand. Like, what is
Number one, they got to go to New Jersey.
They got to find out. They
got to find out how they do in New Jersey.
They got to find out how they rock in New Jersey. Yo, anybody from New Jersey, let us know how you rock.
Man. Is it a threat?
This sounds like a threat.
Okay, honestly, like I feel like this one's very straightforward. To me, let's hear it. My take is this person just needs to, first of all, know what they did in order to apologize or not to apologize. So communicate.
Yep.
Hear them out, and then respond whether they want to apologize or just what it sounds like they're already doing, just blocking them and I'm not friends with you anymore. And there you go. That's about it.
Yeah. So as we find out, blocking is maybe not the best way to.
Yeah. No, blocking was
to communicate.
I will say the other person did seem kind of on the same wavelength though. Just like, you know what you did. I'm not talking about this. Like, and then like they're kind of going back and forth on this whole like.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like,
you know what I mean?
You say like, I don't want to waste my energy, but you're wasting so much energy by creating this.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, give the chance to like just talk to me.
Yeah.
And if they're wasting the energy, then don't waste my time.
There you go.
You gotta move on. Simple as that.
If you're not gonna talk, then I'm not gonna hear it.
Simple.
Yeah, you guys, it is simple. It's as simple as like unblocking, getting on the same wavelength, getting to like communicate one another, figure it out from there. That's it. Like,
agreed.
Protect your peace.
I mean? Like,
protect your peace.
If it's something you guys can't come to like a conclusion to, then that's it.
Yeah,
you can't apologize for something you know nothing about.
Exactly. Say it again.
You can't apologize for something you know nothing about.
People should not live rent free in your head.
Charge that.
There
Charge.
Okay. Good luck.
Simple.
Moving on. My life has become extremely boring, and I can feel my time wasting away.
Okay.
30-year-old man, single, working from home job. I own a home. Dang. This you made it. And then he goes to say, on paper, my life sounds great.
Oh.
I have no financial issues, and I have a very chill job at home. So much free time that I make my friends with kids jealous. However, I'm so bored. I think it's really starting to impact me. I do have some good friends that I don't see them, but I do have some good friends, but I don't see them as often as I would like because they have more responsibilities than I do. I would like a partner to share my life with, but I'm very introverted. I don't really meet people much. Heck, I'd even like to meet more friends, but I just don't know how. I do go to the gym. I love to do hikes, but that's as exciting as my life gets. I have so much free time. Some weekends I won't do anything at all, but I just end up smoking pot all day, which doesn't help, but it stops me feeling so down and bored. My job is very chill, and I finish at 4 p.m. every day, and the rest of the day is just time. Wasted time, is according to him. I have no motivation to do much other than like the gym or a walk around my neighborhood. I don't even like playing video games that much anymore since I'm always sat at home anyway. So here I am sitting now, stoned, just wondering how I let my life get like this. I seriously need to change. I'm getting jealous of seeing younger people who look happy and interesting, and I don't know where to start to fix this.
That's tough.
Heavy here.
Hey man, sorry.
My bad, bro.
All right, next story. Well, first of all, don't compare your life to what you see on social media, or in terms of seeing younger people.
Yeah, rule number 1.
Number 2, this is where it's hard for me to say. I want to say, oh, well, you need to get out there, but the last few paragraphs got to me where they're referring to specifically saying, I am just at home because I have no motivation to do anything else other than the gym and just come home. So the sense of, again, I'm not a professional or anything, but just that feeling of not having the will to do more when you have the time to do more, and they're just kind of like in a rut. I think there's definitely something there that is deeper than just the simple advice of, hey man, just join the run club.
Just switch it up.
Yeah.
Switch it up. So as always, it's always you can find a lot of value by speaking to somebody who, you know,
Yeah.
has a professional capacity to
Right,
assist
right.
you. So it's worth it. Just think about it.
But as the pod is, if we're your friends and you're sitting here in the couch with us, I'd tell you, hey man, there's plenty of things you could do out there to get out of the rut. Plenty of like social clubs, which we've talked about in our previous episodes of finding your tribe, in terms of joining specific things that are in your hobbies. Like it sounds like he's into fitness if he's going to the gym, which join a run club. I don't know, rock climbing, gym, yada yada. And from there, you could potentially find the partner they're seeking.
Mm-hmm. A lot of what helped me out with my own social anxiety and my introversion and just feeling as though like my life was small and I couldn't get out was just simply normalizing the feelings. I thought that I was messed up, that something was wrong with me, that like I'm different, everyone else is normal, and therefore like I'm worthless, you know. And it's just like shyness is normal, anxiety is normal,
for sure.
Feeling nervous, feeling as though like I don't know, like what will people think about me, that's a completely normal feeling. You're not alone in feeling that. So even if you do decide to join some groups or put yourself out there, like you're not going to be the only person who's gone through what you're going through right now.
Right.
And
I will say, we were going to mention this earlier, but we didn't. The whole reason Isaac is in town is because we ran a half marathon together a few days ago. And just to give more kind of light to what we're referring to about joining a club, running the half marathon, it is such a, how do I describe it? It's like a activity where the social rules are kind of changed in the positive way, where you're running through the street and you're running into every single stranger that's yelling like positive things to you with a big smile, reaching their hand out to give them a high five, to give them a fist bump. And it's almost, I mean, obviously it's encouragement because you're running half a marathon, but in terms of like morally in your heart and in your brain and your soul, it is kind of like very refreshing to experience that, where day to day, if you go out to the street, you would not go give a high five or a fist bump to any person you see on the street. It's an excuse to kind of, in a way, get you out of this rut if you are experiencing something.
Yeah. And it isn't easy. I'm not saying like, okay, dude, just press a button, like switch overnight, like you're it'll be all right. But no, like this has already become like maybe even a habit, maybe even like something internally that you've processed for yourself, that maybe like, oh, I'm used to feeling this way, therefore like I'm always gonna feel this way. And it can be tough to break that.
It's like a stagnant thing too. It's like, I mean, you're saying it yourself. Like I think like you have no motivation to do anything else or like step outside of the box, like that box that you're in, you know. And so that feeling of like being stagnant is so, I feel like I was kind of in the same way not long ago, but like it's hard to break through it, you know. You just gotta take that step though, you know.
What helped you out?
I mean, honestly, like you guys, like just like seeing that like there's other things, other opportunities out there, and understanding that like you don't have to be in the same space. Like it's kind of comforting to know that like being without, I guess, the sense of stability is okay. You know, like I was working this, and we can go like this is for like the next one a little bit more, but like working like a dead end 9 to 5, it's like your life doesn't have to be that, you know. You could just you can make something out of that experience, take it on to the next thing, and you really have possibilities are endless. And so what I want to say to this person is like, dude, just take a step out, you know, like get some sunshine, get some sun, you know, kind of take a look around and just see, like he's saying, these younger people who he's getting jealous of, like that can also be you, in the sense of like having the companionship. You know, you take that as more of like an inspiration rather than like what's the word, kind of just like
possibility.
Like jealousy, like, you know, doesn't have to
flip
be
it
that way.
flip it
that.
Like the comparison, I feel like, you know, comparison and admiration are different.
For sure.
And admiration is not envy. I feel like admiration is more just like that inspirational feeling that one gets from, like, I don't know, like it's just like something like wakes up inside of you by seeing someone really just push it, like go beyond, rise above all the everything that's holding them down or whatever it is. Like they don't let like limits, even
Mhm.
those that are self-imposed, hold them back. Like it's not. I'm not gonna let this stop me because
sure.
this is
Right.
exciting, and therefore, like, dude, like what's my thing? You know, what's my excuse?
Mhm.
And that could just like really like lift you up.
Yeah.
So you don't have to join a run club. You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm not in a run club. Just put that
You don't
out
have to run. You don't have to force yourself to do
Yeah.
something that you don't enjoy. But
Mm.
you know, be spontaneous. Switch it up. Go check out new things in your
Switch
city.
it up,
there. Mhm.
Step out of your comfort zone because the stagnancy, the comfort zone is stagnant. Comfort.
for sure.
Mhm. And I say this all with the same vein that as much of these things that I've tried, that I've done, that has brought me joy, like running and these other activities, there's been so many flops of things that I've tried, and I think to myself, this isn't for me. This is great, but not for me.
Hmm.
So just get out there.
Have those experiences. Oh, this is great,
Mhm.
but it's not for me. And then keep it
Move
pushing.
on, move on
Right.
to the next. You know,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't stop there.
Yeah, keep it pushing. And then all of a sudden, you're gonna look at your life and you're gonna be like, "Wow, I'm happy and
Mhm.
I'm interesting," even if it's just like compared to who you were in
There
the
you
past.
go.
Because that's honestly the only person you should be comparing yourself to.
Exactly.
The person in the mirror.
Hey.
All right, next story.
All right, good luck to you. Next story. I'm obsessed with the time of my life that is long gone. I need to move on, but I don't know how.
Obsessed. Okay, let's hear it.
Exactly 3 years ago, I, 24 female, met someone, 23 male, who I ended up falling for hard, and I had an intense romance with for only 4 months. I have never felt so happy with a person before, and I was constantly on cloud 9. I will refrain from talking about how great he was because it is still a sensitive topic for me. Okay, out of the blue one day, he ended things with me. That was almost 3 years ago. And since then, I haven't gone a single day without feeling sick over missing him and those times that I shared with him. It's funny because my life now is far better and I should be way happier. I have a career that I love. I started traveling. I'm more well-rounded and responsible. But I keep finding myself reminiscing on those 4 months that I experienced just those 3 years ago and feeling devastated at the reminder that I'll never be there again. This feeling, I believe, is mostly tied to him, although there were a few other factors at play that contributed to the good times, like a new sense of freedom, a solid friend group, and that was like me at my most fit. I don't like the suggestion that I feel unfulfilled without a romantic partner, but it seems to play a big role, although I don't feel this way about anyone else from the past. I even went as far as checking this guy's social media page last week. Despite it being 3 years, when I saw that he has a new partner, I felt so sick that I couldn't eat that day. Sometimes I can't even listen to songs without feeling sick from nostalgia. I'm 27 now and still letting this feeling impact me every day. And I'd like to move on. How can I get myself to break free and move on and feel the sense of joy in my current life?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Dang, bro.
Listen to Blonde, my friend Gosh. Bro.
Hey, put some Frank Ocean.
See,
Put the-
seep it in, man.
Put that Frank on.
Yeah.
Dang. Dang, dude. That's
'Cause-
rough.
So it sounds like the mourning phase hasn't ended.
Mm-hmm.
Mourning and reminiscing? Or what?
How long was that, you said? 3 years?
It was
3
3
years
years.
ago.
3 years ago that
Or has it
they
become
broke up.
that thing where you just continue to see the situation with rose tinted glasses?
Okay, here's a few things that pop into mind. One is there was no mention of currently trying to date, experience of I went on bad dates, yada
I
yada.
was just about to say that.
So that's like sticking up to me is have they even attempted to date?
Mhm.
And two is referring to their life is currently better apart from everything else. So that's what's tripping me up is what are they missing? And they also mentioned a friend group that they were a part of while they were dating this person.
Mm-hmm.
So do they currently have friends? Like she didn't mention anything about her current support system. So this might be the idea that she's missing
Mm-hmm.
a group of friends, a community around her that supported her, that she had people to interact with and talk with. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big question marks, you know?
Like, is it the person or is it the feeling?
Right. Feeling of being part of, like, being loved by someone else and being part of a group. I'm not sure.
Was like a very romantic part of your life where you have this new sense of freedom, as was said, a solid friend group. I was at my most physically fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things were like really looking up around here.
Which, as you literally just said those three things, 2 out of those 3 things, I mean, honestly, all three of those things you mentioned, they can work on, like today.
Mm-hmm.
Get fit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say the word fit. Just be healthy. Find friends, community,
Mm-hmm.
and put yourself out there in terms of dating.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird that she says she has a better. Her life is currently
Her life
better.
is way
Yeah.
better. My life now is way better than it was back then.
What does
And
that mean exactly?
They're like, I should be happier. Like,
yeah.
she says, I have a career that I love. I started
Yeah.
traveling. I'm more well-rounded. I'm responsible. Essentially, I got older. I got more mature. Like, I see the
Yeah.
world differently.
So
But I keep finding myself reminiscing on those 4 months that I experienced with that person 3 years ago.
because hearing that, I'm like you were saying just barely. It's like everything is better about your life where you're at, probably financially, you know, like mentally, other than what's happening there. But like, you're probably just missing, like, for some reason, you're holding on to that feeling and not trying to, like. It doesn't seem like she's trying to like move on romantically and like try to like get herself out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
It's kind of as simple as that. I don't know.
It's hard because there's limited information. But what it sounds like is
Yeah.
they're confusing the feeling of missing this person with the feeling of just missing being intimate with someone else, or being, like I mentioned before, in a group of friends, someone that they're close with,
Or being young, happy, and free.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
part
that
of
could
it.
also be something.
I would also, okay. Here's the tough love.
Tough love. Incoming by Amadeo.
Listen, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work for you. It's clearly hurting you. This person is no longer involved in your life. They have a completely new life. It's been 3 years. They have a new partner.
Right.
So you think about this. Can it work? Can it maybe like, can the cards align? Like, this is, I'm sorry, this is not a rom-com. It's not gonna happen. Don't expect it to happen. If it does, cool, but you can't think about that. You can't let that be your everyday obsession. So what needs to happen right now? I'll let you.
I have something to say.
Let's hear it.
I just want to add into that, because you're about to go on some advice, is I think it's very dangerous, and Isaac and I were just talking about this yesterday, to try to convince your mind that a specific individual person is an answer to your problem.
Yeah.
And convince yourself no one else out there other than this one person is the answer. It's
great point.
dangerous.
And
That's
that's
a great
not
point.
Especially
way you
as
should be
worse when
thinking.
this,
Great.
when this is one person who has moved on.
Exactly.
They have moved on.
I think reframe the way you're thinking about it and change it from missing this person to, oh, I think I miss just being with someone intimate.
What's the feeling?
That's what I think it's more that they're going through.
And try to see it objectively. Don't think about this person's like specific like physical qualities or anything. Anything about that. Like, what was it about this person that made life feel so exciting and new and free?
Yeah.
And because also, you know, in general, when it comes to dating and like brand new relationships, you have those feelings of intensity and you're like discovering things for the first time. And I mean, that's what discovery means for the first time.
Let's just say that, because the funny thing about that is, like, it doesn't seem like I don't know anything about like her past relationships before this person. It could have just
You don't
been,
even
like,
think about those. Bro.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, like, 4 months is very much the honeymoon phase, right? And maybe that's what it is. Like, you guys are doing so much for each other, just love bombing every day, you know, and just like, and then and then stopping after that before you get to be pretty much comfortable, like, because those that doesn't go on forever, right? And so, I mean, I'm sure there are people that still do that, like, you know, years after their relationship, but 4 months is a very like intense moment in those relationships. And so that specific feeling of just those 4 months of like honeymoon phase, I could see, and then cutting it off at that point, I could see it.
Yeah, and I'm curious, like, why was it only 4 months? You know, what happened to split them after 4 months? Was it a long distance thing? Was it, I don't know, different careers, different life paths? Who knows? Who knows? Because that also might have another thing to do with it.
Yeah.
Like,
what year was this? She said.
This is assumed this was 3 years ago. Exactly 3 years ago, and this was posted almost a month ago, so sometime in 2023.
All right, these are the last two things.
So this was summer 2023.
All right, these are the last two things I have to say. One is, if this person was, you know, their first love, I could see somewhat that feeling of, oh, I miss my, you know, first love.
Yeah.
And the answer to that is, okay, well, I think you just need to put yourself out there more and date more, which is what we've been saying. And two is, I think also just subjectively, this is just advice from three guys. You know, this is the male perspective.
Yeah,
as
what
they
do
say.
you girls gotta say about this?
Yeah.
So just take all that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I think it's just put yourself out there. That's really what it is.
Simple as that, man.
And it's not really it's difficult, but
Mhm.
it's not difficult to say that you just need to put yourself out there. It's difficult to actually do so, but you
Mhm.
will find the reward of doing so
Mhm.
pretty
Mhm.
quickly. You sound like a cool person. You sound like you're thinking about these things pretty deeply and you're self-aware, and I think you'll find a connection that also fulfills you now that you're older, more responsible, more well-rounded. I think you'll find someone who also can meet you at that level as well. So while those fun relationships burn bright, they burn really fast,
Mhm.
they
Mhm.
burn, and after they burn, they're kind of gone. It's almost like that one guy said, what is it, house on fire? We got
What is it?
What?
some dude was like, oh, we got along like a house on fire. In like one of our previous episodes, I had never
Oh,
heard that
yeah.
expression.
I was like, what does that mean? The house catches on fire quickly?
But that is like a common expression when it comes to like, especially young love,
right.
where it's just like, oh, you click and it's just so instant and it's so passionate
right,
and it's
right.
so intense, but then it's just over
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
quickly.
Yeah.
And then especially if we didn't have like, I guess, more of a say in the breakup, then maybe that has more of an impact.
For sure.
But
I think they should link up with our previous guy that has a house and is looking to get out there. And
there you go.
Oh yeah,
And
there you
then-
go.
And then they should both
Yeah,
of them
man.
should go visit New Jersey and
There you
find
go.
out
There you
if
go.
that's what they say in New Jersey.
Yeah, are they rocking like that in New Jersey?
If they're rocking like that in New Jersey.
Yeah, because this guy, our previous dude is 30. His
30.
life is boring. He's trying to get out the house. You're trying to like, I don't know,
You're what, 27?
Yeah,
27,
28.
You're 27.
Find some new freedom.
28, And
Hey,
you're
be
switching
somebody
up.
matchmaking.
great career. Like, we gotta link
We're
these
launching
two.
Be Somebody Match.
Yeah, bro. Just DM them the at.
Yeah.
Their at
Yeah.
names, like, hey,
curated relationships for the modern
hit 'em
era.
up. Hit them up. Send them the post.
Okay.
Be somebody who doesn't obsess over the past that just isn't there anymore, and like you get that like it's gone. Like I need to move on, but I just don't know how.
Exactly.
Don't overthink it. Don't intellectualize it. Take action little by little, and then all of a sudden you'll find out, wow, I did it.
There you go, man.
And yeah,
Boom.
sick.
That's what's up.
Well, I wish you the best. Anything else? All right,
You
cool.
said it.
Go back to you. Next story. I became the person I hate.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
I was one of those kids in high school who rolled their eyes at those kids. Like, the ones. Who peaked early, got married young, stayed in our small town, and seemed to lack ambition.
Okay.
I was going to move to the big city, have a career, see the world. 10 years later, I'm married to my high school sweetheart. I live 20 minutes away from where I grew up. I work a job that I don't hate. I don't love it, but it pays the bills. At the reunion, I found myself having the exact conversations I used to make fun of. Comparing mortgage rates, discussing whose kids are in which activities, complaining about being tired, yada, yada. Meanwhile, some of the people I thought were basic or unambitious have started businesses, have traveled the world, or have found genuine passion in paths that I never considered valuable.
Mm-hmm.
The girl that I thought was shallow because she wanted to be a hairstylist now owns 3 salons and seems genuinely fulfilled.
Wow.
It's humbling to realize that teenage me would have been disappointed in adult me, but adult me is actually pretty content. Wow.
I mean, that's a testament of life, man. It's just like,
Is this the same guy who posted my life is boring?
I know, right? Well, wait. Can you just repeat the last part? They said that they are content with this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Content.
Got it.
It's like, it's humbling to realize that teenage me would have been pretty disappointed in adult me, but adult me is actually pretty content.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, one thing.
Content.
Yeah. You don't know what's gonna come out you like 10 years, after you graduate. You just don't know. You
Right.
never know how your life's gonna go, And everyone has these like big ambitions and say things out loud that they're gonna do, and some of them do, and some of them don't. It is what it is. It's just life.
Most of them don't. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
But I was the
they're-
exact same way, dude. I used to despise where I was growing up. I wanted to get out of my hometown. I want to get out of my home state.
For sure.
Get out of this box, this bubble.
Mm-hmm.
go see the world, go expand my perspective, and go become like the person I was always meant to be, because that could never happen right here. I'm at home, surrounded by what, dust. And that's how I used to say it. It was just like this horrible negative attitude that ended up becoming like not only bitterness, but I was just looking down on people who did not deserve it, and it was just becoming like this like festering negativity within my heart that honestly all it did was affect just me as a whole and made me someone that you just didn't want to be around. So it started impacting my life away from home because I was so negative about my idea of home. So then all of a sudden it became like self-fulfilling, you know?
I mean,
so I shake my head at that.
I'm glad he kind of comes around though and just be like, you know what, man, like I'm content though. You know, like, I mean, that's good for him. You know, I'm glad he could just be like, you know what, man.
Because I mean, dude, this sounds nice. You got a job.
Yeah, man.
You're married to a high school sweetheart. You got true love, and then you're making it work.
Yeah. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you just
because when you're a kid, I mean, as far as I can only speak for myself, but I didn't realize the weight of the world. I wasn't thinking about all the responsibilities I would have to shoulder
for sure.
today, and the responsibilities that I will have to shoulder, you know, in 10 years' time. So I wasn't thinking about any of that. I was just like, dude, screw this. I'm out of here. I'm going to go be amazing. I'm going to go be like, you know, take over the world or whatever. And it just, things change. Oh, well, what about the bills? What about the career? What about
just what it is, man?
Yeah, your responsibilities.
Yeah.
And that life, chasing the I don't know, chasing this dragon, chasing this incredible, amazing thing that I myself couldn't even define, became exhausting. And then I wasn't content.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to say. Is they're talking about the reunion and chatting with all these people that travel the world, yada yada. I think just very much how this person is talking about these like inner quorums they have about their life and what they're going through and what they're doing. You know, everyone knows this, but these same people that he's comparing themselves to are going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Comparing, oh, I've done nothing but travel. This person over here has a home already. You know, people are always, that's just naturally what happens. Every single person is comparing themselves outwards towards this, something they don't have. Everyone.
Yeah.
So it's normal. And, you know, they always say the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah. Sometimes it is. Just kidding.
No, I think that's fair to say. You know,
but like, you hear it all the time. Like, you know, when someone makes it, they're like, okay, now what? Now I want more.
Yeah.
Oh man, I made my first $1 million. What about my second $1 million? My third? My 100th? Like, are you ever gonna be content? Are you ever gonna be satisfied? So when does that stop?
Just gotta be grounded somehow. I mean, this is very much like, how old is this person? Did they say?
I mean, 10 years later, they're probably like 30.
Probably 30.
I would say like late 20s, early 30s. That's my guess.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with looking back and being like, you know what? Because in my head, he's kind of like, I'm cool where I'm at. I kind of wish that I would have not done things differently, because he says he's content, but it's like, oh, like what like a what if sort of thing, you know, kind of like, what if I did that? What if I didn't? But regardless, I think you'd kind of be in the same situation if you went back to like the reunion and be like you were saying just barely, be the opposite of like, oh, they have what I don't, you know. And so just kind of think about it like, you know, he has it good right now. He's content. You know, he should be satisfied where he's at.
Yeah. And like, you don't have to be like we said earlier, cloud 9 24/7. Like that life doesn't freaking work like that.
Living the fast life all the time, you know.
Let's be freaking real. Because I mean, also, you know, this is that frontal lobe talking. It's humbling.
That frontal lobe.
Like, it's humbling to realize that teenage me would have been probably disappointed in me, but I don't think that's very fair.
Right.
I think you'd be surprised, because I used to think the same way too. Like, what would 16-year-old Amadeo think about
that's the same thing.
27-year-old Amadeo?
Yeah, goes back to what I was saying. Teenagers, they just don't know the world. You know, they don't know the ins and outs of things yet, and so
yeah.
They think,
not to say y'all don't know anything.
You know, this is like the classic. Oh, y'all don't know anything. And
when
then
I was your age.
Oh, I hate them. They're
No, I don't want to sound like that either, because
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
that's not the case here. But there were very many things about life that have surprised me
For sure.
Right.
up until this point.
For
That because
sure.
I thought I had it all freaking figured out.
Oh my! All right, let's move. We're sounding so. Amadeo last episode said unk talk. This is sounding like some straight up unk talk right
Unk
here.
talk.
I thought I had it all figured out. Y'all, everyone
Man.
just living life, going through their own journey, and everyone gets to where they need to be eventually. All right. Next
Talk,
question.
Yeah.
Next
Want to hear some
question.
Talk? Let us know.
Next question.
Yeah, once again, if you have a story that you want to share with us or you want us to react to, send it to us, DM, email, whatever. We want to hear it. All right. The final story. Speaking about Unk Talk. I'm already 27 and the 9-to-5 grind has already sucked the soul out of me. Is this it? Is this it?
Okay. All right.
All right. 27 male. I've been at this for a few years now, and I've officially hit a wall. I remember being in my early 20s thinking I'd be this driven, ambitious guy, but now I'm just a corporate zombie. I spend 40 hours a week staring at spreadsheets and sitting in meetings that could have been an email, only to commute home and be too mentally drained to even talk to my girlfriend or go to the gym. It's like I'm stuck in this loop where my entire existence is just recovering from work. I spend my Saturdays in a daze, and my Sundays filled with pure dread for Monday morning. I'm only 27. I already feel like my spark is gone. My dad tells me to just suck it up and that everyone hates their job. But I can't wrap my head around the fact that I have 40 more years of this ahead of me. I feel like I'm wasting the best years of my life building someone else's dream while I'm too tired to even have my own. Does it ever actually get better, or do you just get used to the numbness? I really need some advice on how to find a balance before I just completely check out. I don't want to look back at 30 and realize I spent 3 years just staring at a monitor and waiting for 5 o'clock.
Damn.
Bro, go to Japan.
Man,
Go backpack Europe, brother.
I'm gonna tell this guy. I'm gonna tell this guy. I mean, this was literally me like a month ago, and so
Oh, that's fresh.
Wow.
Okay, let's hear
Whoa.
it.
I'm telling you,
Let's
bro.
hear it.
Fresh
I'm
take.
telling you, bro. So I was working at I'm 26 right now, so I'm a very similar age. I was working at a utility company since almost 3 years, or it would have been almost 3 years, coming up on my 3 years in August, bro. And I feel this guy's pain. Like it's just mentally draining every day, and then having to live like the same cycle, just going back to the girlfriend, doing the whole thing, cooking dinners, cleaning the house, just stuff like that, man. Like
That's what I was saying, bro.
taking the dog out. It's just, man, it became just a cycle. It was draining. I felt like my job was very much, it wasn't rewarding me for my my performance
Skills.
there. Yeah, and so I just felt like the stagnant energy, and I hated it, man. And I was thinking about this the entire time. And the funny thing about this is, like, I went to Coachella I told you it was like a month ago. When was happening? Second weekend, the 20th of April.
Mm-hmm.
And man, you just kind of just well, the way I did it was like, and this was completely unplanned, dude. I went to one day, like a week before I was gonna leave Coachella. I was just messing around with my resume, updating it, just playing around. I sent out one email or one job application. They reached back to me like a day before I was leaving Coachella.
Wow. So you hit
And
the
this
lottery.
yeah, and they were just like, and I wasn't planning on this, dude. Like, they very much reached out to me. I went to that interview the day after. They liked me. And at Coachella, I had just like was thinking about the entire time, like, man, I'm not loving this, like there's a lot more opportunity out there. I understand the stability of everything and how scary it can be to like lose that stability and be like unsure about the future. But the last day of Coachella, I was like, dude, you know what? Regardless if I get this new job or not, because I had a second interview like later, I think when I got back.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless if I do get this or not, I'm just gonna quit my job. Like seeing that I went 1 for 1 on like a job interview with one job application sent out, I'm like, all right, I feel like I can get somewhere even if I don't get this next one. And that feeling was like so dreadful. Being stagnant was so dreadful. So I know where this guy's coming from, and just knowing that you can, like, there's a lot more opportunities. There's a lot more like, what's the word? It kind of sucks because like I'm gonna tell him to be patient, which is probably not the best, not what he wants to hear. but there are a lot of opportunities and a lot more like that can come out of this like what's the word I'm trying to think of.
What was the experience?
Yeah, of the experience right now. Like he really just needs to like hone down and understand that there's a lot that comes after this. And so, but I ended up getting this job. Back to what I was thinking.
Congrats.
And so
Yeah.
I ended up getting back to the job. There was a lot happening that week, bro. And then man, I'm just this guy. I really was this guy, man.
How long were you at the job with the utility company?
It would have been 3 years, and
Wow.
it would have been it would have been 3 years come this August.
Wow.
And then just all of a sudden I was like, yo, I can't do this anymore. You know, there's a lot more out here, and it's draining. I couldn't allow it to just like bring me down, you know, and
Yeah, because it's like that. Because I find myself going back and forth like a metronome or something, you know, between chaos and monotony, where like stability felt like monotony. Like, okay, you're stable, but you're doing the same thing every freaking day, and nothing really changes. And you got the routine, but at least you're stable. At least you're cool. Like you got your, you know what you're gonna make. You pay your bills on time, and like you know you got your savings and whatever.
For sure.
And on the other side, okay, maybe you're doing a lot of different things. You have a diversity when it comes to like the jobs that you take on, but all of a sudden like your payment flow is all over the place.
Right.
Working freelance, you're like, okay, you make $6,000 one month, and then you make 600 the next.
Like,
wow.
yeah, man, you're on a roller coaster.
Whoa.
It's on a roller coaster.
Right.
And it's just, you know, some people are built for both, I suppose. But it's just like, what are you doing outside of, I suppose, like your work? Some people are really good about detaching themselves from the work. I feel like Americans, and this is a general blanket statement, which I don't really want to make, but like people who live in the United States, sometimes that job is so closely tied to your identity. And that like if you're working a job you don't like, that must mean that your whole existence is just like freaking below your standards. And some people, I suppose, I mean, I was spoken to people in Europe, for example, they're like, I don't even think about my job, dude. Like, I just clock in, I do my work, and I leave, and then I go live my life.
You know, that's so hilarious. I've heard the same thing. Yeah. You know what? Here, this is a mini little side tangent. I think because I specifically asked the European person I was having this conversation with, and asked him, why do you think that is? And he specifically said, because companies in Europe, again, this is an overstatement, but this is his take, and I'm pressing his take. Companies in Europe care about their employees, where they give them about, I want to say like a month and a half to 2 months of paid vacation. They give them paternity leave, like all these things he was mentioning, where it doesn't feel like what they were speaking of, where it feels like I'm working on someone else's dream, someone else's company, and I'm just being drained, and I'm not being rewarded for like you're being used by corporations here. And in Europe, people actually treat their employees with a lot more respect and benefits.
For sure.
But yeah, side tangent. But back to what you're referring to.
No, I think that's fair. I think to live here in America, it's very much become like the big
the United
corporate.
States of America.
Because did you feel like disposable? Did you because like America's so much bigger than the United States.
The United States of America, the USA.
We get it, the USA. Did you feel as though like, okay, this job isn't taking advantage of the fact that maybe they're taking advantage of me, but they're not taking advantage of the fact that like I possess certain skills, and like I want to give more than what I'm
100%.
I'm giving right now.
Yeah, man. It's like again, I think a lot of it was like a base pay, and I'm doing so much more work and doing it at a better job. I'm doing a better job than like all the people on my team. Yeah. And there's just no like reward that comes. There's no incentives, you know, and it is very corporate. You have to ask someone to like, can I like use these days of PTO? All right, let me go ask my boss. Let me go ask his boss.
Like,
and they'll be like, nope. I'll be like, bro, I have all these hours. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm doing this in advance. Like, why were you going to deny me? Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. I just couldn't do it.
Well, dude, the ultimate scam is like being a high performer at work, but then all of a sudden that high performance becomes just a baseline. And all of a sudden it just becomes like, if you were to perform at the level of an average employee, it's like you're doing a bad job. Yeah. Like like what's going on? You're falling off. Like you're no longer bringing value to this company. Like you're out of here. When you've been a high performer this entire time, when all the like people just their expectations have changed, but there's no compensation for that. There's no appreciation for that.
Right. I think all this is issues with the modern corporate system. But specifically back to the story, I think what it sounds like is they just want to know, is this it? And from what Isaac was specifically given his story, look at other opportunities. There's more stuff out there. It sounds like they're have years under their belt already from working.
Mm-hmm.
You can easily find something that is more in the industry. I mean, even if you work corporate, whatever it is, I'm sure there's a specific industry that you can use your skills that would be more interesting, more fascinating to you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, listen, sometimes a pay cut is worth the lifestyle upgrade. And by lifestyle, I mean, like, you know, all of a sudden your work-life balance is better, your peace is better, your sleep is better, like just your overall health is just better. Like, you may make less money, but what do you get back in value? And that's your time. And that's, you know, I think time is the ultimate luxury, and that's definitely a lesson that I learned pretty late.
Yeah, for sure. Time is very valuable.
For sure.
So, like, if you're making enough to cover what you need to cover, and, like, you're not struggling, you're not counting your pennies every single, you know, every paycheck, then, you know. But, like, nonprofits, small businesses, mom and pop, start your own. You know, think about something that you want to, like, I don't know, bring into the world. You can do that, too. Like, you're not stupid, clearly. And, like, you have skills, you got experience, and you can help yourself. Like, you can do it. And it is really hard when you work a demanding job that wants so many of your hours every single week. But that doesn't mean that you're out. That doesn't mean that you have nothing left to give. And this is it. Like, you're locked in forever. No.
And I think there's a difference between what you just described, which is a demanding job that feels like it's sucking everything from you, versus a demanding job that you're love and you're passionate about, where it feels like you doing the work gives you energy and gives you motivated and excited.
Exactly. Because when I was, for example, when I was like taking accounting classes in college, like I was doing an hour of that, I'd already be gone. I'd be drained. Whereas, like, you know, if I do something that I actually care about, 12 hours, 14 hours, I don't even feel the time go by.
Yeah, it flies by. You're like, oh, the some more unk talk. Oh, it's already lunch.
But be careful with that as well. Like we said, you know, people always say balance. Balance is like the ultimate word, like probably the number one word of life.
Balance.
Yeah. Another thing I would say to this person is like, outside of work, I don't know if he mentioned if he has any like sort of like
he just says like he just feels like he's stuck in a loop where like I only like my job takes so much out of me that I don't really do anything else. Like I'm a zombie.
Yeah, no, and I think one of those things that helped me throughout like where he's at currently is picking up like new hobbies. Like I got into running probably like 6 months after I got that job, maybe like a year, and so that was such a good thing to get into because like it got me excited to like get off of work, go on runs, and like you know kind of like release this like stress. I was pretty good at like what you were saying, leaving my work at job and not bringing it with me, like to like, you know what I mean. But as like it's a good thing to kind of get it out of your system and just have like a different thing that you could look forward to outside of work, you know. And so that's another thing I would definitely, you know, let this person know to do or look into.
I feel like no matter whatever you find, if it's something that, you know, you're excited to go to bed at night and get a good night's sleep and then wake up in the morning, if that excites you, that idea excites you, then you've made it. You've made it.
For sure.
All right, you got this. We believe in you.
I believe in you, dude.
Been there, man. I got you.
Is this it? Nah.
It's not.
Keep it going. Well, that wraps up the badges for this week's community episode.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man.
That was great, dude.
I had fun. What? I had fun, man.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, man.
Did you have fun?
Me. So much fun.
Did you enjoy this?
Shout out my guys over here.
Yeah.
New Jersey, man.
Shout out you, dude.
Shout out New Jersey.
Shout out New Jersey. Shout out Diego.
Shout out Diego. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Be Somebody podcast, you know? We're all about self-discovery, self-realization. Get out there. Switch it up. You know? Find something new for yourself. And it doesn't have to be huge. You don't have to change your life overnight. But as always, just be somebody who wants to make a difference in their life. Active. Participate. That's all it is. Because you have a choice. You always have a choice.
Exactly.
So a big shout out to our friend Isaac for joining us on this week's community episode where we react to real life stories from the community. If you have a story of your own, send it to us. I'm serious. We definitely want to read that. And yeah, join us on the next one.
Yeah. We'll catch you all next week.
All right. As always, my name is Amadeo.
I'm Enrique.
And I'm Isaac.
Be somebody. Later.
Hey everybody, it's Amadeo.
And Enrique.
We want to let you know that we're your friends, but we are not licensed therapists. This podcast is presented solely for educational and entertainment purposes. This podcast is not intended as a substitute for the advice of a physician, professional coach, psychotherapist, or other qualified professional.